says there was a sign in Shul. If you have COVID-19, your minion is the main base medrash. If you have strep, you're up in the Ezras Noshim. If you have flu, you're down in the lunchroom. If you're healthy, stay home. You know, the modern day shul signs that are going on out there. You know, but the Sefer Refuos was something that Klal Yisrael had. Shlomo Melech has it. The Rambam, in the beginning of the Rambam, he has a whole list of things that you can take for Refuah.
Yeah.
And the Gemara does also. Our bodies have changed, so a lot of it doesn't apply. But some of the things the Rambam writes, you know, is very well accepted, common sense. You know, he talks about caffeine, he talks about coffee, he talks about foods, and what are healthy, what are not. He knew metabolism. He knew what could make you healthy and what could hurt you.
It relates to today's time.
But it doesn't really relate to these things because our whole physicality has changed completely.
Exactly.
But
We need to have enough protein, meat.
Yeah, it was different.
For a week, one charot,
Yeah, well,
Today they say the
So
charot
hard to tell.
not good for you.
kill you.
So, you know, it's, but Chizkiyahu hid it away. The Sefer Refuos, he did 6 things. 3 things the Chachamim agreed to, 3 things the Chachamim did not agree to. That's what the Gemara brings down. Gemara in Pesachim, I think, or Eruvin.
And his time was excellent. Everybody, learned Torah.
Yeah.
He said the sword, if somebody doesn't buy, the sword will come, and
Try to do that in the schools today. Have the Rebbe come in with his big sword and say to the kids, you don't do your homework, I'm going to chop you up in little
Yeah,
pieces.
the kids gonna.
Well,
They're going to chop the Rebbe up in little
They're gonna do
pieces.
skila.
but we had it when we were kids. They were like
No
pulling
nonsense,
our
right?
ears, like they're aggressive, and you literally
Yeah.
take that aggressiveness for a good way, like to teach you. It was embarrassing.
Correct.
That humiliation
Things change.
made you better.
Things change.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I found
Great
like another
humiliation.
beautiful thing, Rabbi, that it says, Yam Suf. How do you know that Yosef was the antidote, to open the
Yam Suf.
Because Yam Suf, if you look at the letters, Yam Suf, it's Otiot Yosef Mem. So Yam Suf. So because of that, they didn't have the Yetzer Hara for 40 days until Chet HaEgel. It was literally a choke. There's no Samach Mem because the miracle happened. And Akadosh Baruch Hu protected them for 40 days, so nobody confused them, nobody gonna
Yam Suf has Samach Mem right in it.
That's what I'm saying. And then Mem is closed, which means
Correct.
that Mem of Machloket is done because Mitzrayim is dead. Because Mitzrayim have one open Mem and one closed Mem. In the middle, it's Yetzer. The Otiyot is Yetzer
In
Mem.
the beginning, Mitzrayim was always written open. Mitzrayim, it never had Mitzrayim. If you look at Shemos and Va'era, it doesn't refer to Mitzrayim, it says Mitzrayim Mo. So it's
Mitzrayim.
Time of
Exactly.
Abraham Avinu. That's why you came in and get out.
yeah.
So I heard a nice, beautiful Torah and the Torah that it says why everything is supposed to be with water. The coffin was in the water. Paro could put Yosef coffin in his palace, buried it like
There's one opinion that he did.
1 mile in the ground, but he knew something about it. So it shows you, it tells you really that because of the cell of Yosef, Am Yisrael was supposed to pay a consequence. Like there's a category. The Midat Adin was on Israel on the water because when the brothers sold Yosef, they needed to get a punishment. What is the punishment for somebody that kidnap or sell some human being? It's they kill him in Chanukah. So the water is a suffocation result to that. So that was the punishment for Am Yisrael. So Moshe Rabbeinu said to the Yam, he was talking to the water.